Okay, so what do you think about the whole trans woman? Is that right?
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah,
So it was a man, but now is a woman. So like, is it a trans man because it's a man that transed, or
No,
what?
a man that transitioned into a woman. People are always saying like trans women are women.
Right.
So I think she is a trans woman.
Okay.
You're talking about the swimmer, right?
Yeah. Leah Thomas.
Right.
Here's the look. I was like, look, I really want to get Derek's take on this because, he's a journalist at heart, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, if anybody will get like the breakdown of it, all the details or whatever, it will be him. So like, I was curious, what do you think about the man that is now a woman,
Right.
winning the swimming thing? Is a lie. I know.
I was like halfway through this 90 comment thread on Facebook of people arguing about it. And then it really just occurred to me when I was like 3 or 4 minutes into researching it, I was looking at Leah Thomas's swimming stats over the course of her career. And then it really just hit me like, I don't even care.
Derapy. Season 3 of Derapy.
Okay, but take swimming out of it, right? Like,
Okay.
let's say your daughter is in the state championship for basketball. She's hooping, and then she gets beat by the other team because they got a dude that's like 6'10" and he averaging 45 points and 27 rebounds a game. But he's not dude. She transitioned over to being he's a trans woman now, and it's like, is it not fair for me to be like, bro? Like, come on,
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I don't think anybody would call you transphobic for like calling something into question, like
Right.
in baseball, when somebody's taking steroids, they get in trouble for that. Like in the boxing or UFC, people are getting drug tested and stuff. So I think that if you see somebody that's transitioned, or is in the process of transitioning or identifies as someone else, and you're like, hey, I feel like that's not fair, and then you ask for information, you ask for them to provide information, either whoever is sanctioning these games or whatever.
Right.
I think that's a fair ask because, you want to make sure that nobody's getting an unfair competitive advantage.
Right.
I think the only real issue, the only thing that people are fighting about is
like the respect.
commenting on somebody's stuff and being like, that's a man. Like that's, I think that's where
that's a little
the issue
uncalled for.
lies. But as far as like personally, I wouldn't know what to do.
Right.
If I had a daughter and she kept losing track meets to people that were like, transitioning or whatever, like I would, I would just say, hey, all you can do is the best you can do. You can't really control other people's lives. Life generally speaking isn't fair. So, but here's the thing. I think that people are under the impression that this is going to be a lot more prevalent issue than it actually is. I don't think there are going to be large swaths of people that are transitioning over just for the sake of a competitive sports advantage. Like, I don't think that's a world that we're going to be living in,
Yeah. I understand. And it's like, I'm just glad. Like, I'm just glad I'm not a parent right now. Because if my daughter, like, if I'm at a game and my daughter is getting dunked on, like, it's going to be hard for me not to go home with her and be like, hey, man, like, we know what's going on over there. Like, that's not going to be a thing that's happening all the time. Like, that's just them. But, like, don't have no, like, animosity or hate in your heart or whatever for that person. They on their own journey, you on your own. It's not like that person's gonna follow you throughout the rest of your life just dunking on you.
Right. Yeah.
know?
Exactly.
So yeah. I feel you. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think that we're going to, like, I think if this made its way to the Olympics, then it's not really something that would just be up to the United States. I think that's something that, the world, the competitive institutions of the world will have to deal with.
Right.
I don't think that it's something that, you or I or anyone else, is going to really have the perfect answer to.
Right. Okay. Oh, well, speaking of having a perfect answer to it, here we should react to this clip that I got.
Right. Yeah. The one.
Have you been keeping up with the Supreme Court nomination stuff?
No. I mean, I don't have time to watch confirmation hearings. It sounds incredibly boring, but I think I already know what you're gonna bring up.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let's just stop and then I'll put it in. We can talk about it.
All right.
Well, actually, first, for people that don't know what we're talking about, so Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson,
The blackest name ever. I'm just saying. Ketanji Brown Jackson.
right? Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, she is trying to get on the Supreme Court, the highest court in the United States,
Right.
And before you get to be on the Supreme Court, they let politicians from around the country basically just bully and harass you.
Yeah, just ask
with a bunch of crazy, ridiculous questions about
yeah.
everything you've ever thought in your life, everything you've ever done, everything you've ever seen, all that. Yeah, they get to do that for, I don't know, days, a couple weeks or whatever. And
Yeah,
then if you
it's
make it
wild.
through that and you still decide you want to be a judge, then, they confirm, vote, or whatever. I don't really know how the process works, but basically, we're going to share a clip with you that actually features our very own Marsha Blackburn.
She's
who is Marsha Blackburn?
She is actually our senator.
Tennessee senator. Yeah, our very own. Yeah, she's asking Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson about what it means to be a woman. I know, it sounds crazy, but here we go.
Yeah.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Why'd you pause it?
Well, I wanted to give you the opportunity to define woman first. No,
okay.
don't look it up.
Okay.
What is
a
it?
woman.
What is a woman?
Well, I mean, an adult.
Not that complicated.
Well, there's girl and there's woman, because like when you're born, we can easily tell whether you're a boy or a girl based on,
You would think.
physically you can look at it. You can look down there, see stuff, and
Right. Yeah,
girls are born with vaginas and boys are born with penises. Obviously,
Generally.
I feel weird even saying this. Like
human beings,
I
yes.
feel weird even recording this for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's I don't think it's that controversial of a question. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, what's your definition?
I mean, I probably would have said something similar. Probably not as long-winded, but yeah, it's, you just look,
Right.
whatever. But let's continue.
Okay.
Can I provide a definition? No.
Yeah,
She said no
can't.
so fast.
you can.
Just wait.
Not in
Okay.
this context.
So you
I'm not a
believe the
biologist.
meaning of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
Okay, so we're gonna get to Marsha Blackburn pressing her in a bit because obviously, like, why? But my question to you, Derek, why do you think that Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson is not capable of defining what a woman is when you and I both did it, like, in a minute?
Well, I think it's not that she can't. I think she just doesn't want to.
Why?
And yeah, why?
I don't know. I think that look, I don't know nothing about the Supreme Court or judges or justices or whatever, but I've been out here for about 30 years now, and I think I know what a woman is. Right.
Yeah. As do
So,
I. Yeah, of course.
And I even feel like if you ask me that at a job interview, no matter what the job is, regardless of why you asking the question, I could still be like, I mean, a woman is someone that, is capable of, at least a human woman. I'm assuming that's what they're talking about because they people in a room full of people.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. A woman is someone that has like, reproductive, organs and, can give birth and all that. So like, why can't she just say that? And why does she think that if she said that she would be like, we know Ketanji knows what a woman is, like she is a woman,
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and I think the even greater irony is that one of the reasons why it's such a big deal that she's being nominated is because of the fact that she is a woman, a black woman at
Right.
that. I have feelings on that, but we'll talk about that another time.
We got time.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Tell
So
us
it
now.
kind of bothers me the fact that Joe Biden, he did the same thing with Kamala Harris. He's like, oh, I'm going to have a black woman vice president. I'm going to have a woman of color.
Yeah, a woman
And it's
of
like,
color.
I'm not, like, if she's the most qualified person, if she's the best person for the job, or even if you just like her more than everyone else, just say that. But I just don't like the idea of like a handout.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It just seems kind of like in 2022, it still feels like, just like this white savior complex. It's like
right.
black people need help, so we're going to give them this position. And if you're mad about it, you're racist. It's like, no, I'm not. I kind of just thought that we were good enough to, do it on our own.
Yeah,
like,
right.
When I got my degree, or when I got this job, or when I started this podcast, or like when I made the football team growing up, or whatever I was doing, I never felt like, oh, I can't do this because I'm black.
Right.
So I just don't like that we're still doing that. But anyways, yeah, back to the Marsha Blackburn stuff.
Yeah. So, you.
I kind of went off on a tangent. I'm sorry.
Ketanji Brown Jackson. Yeah, she can't define a woman. And did you hear what she said? Did you hear why she said she can't do it?
Well, she's not a biologist.
Yeah, well,
so.
I'm not a biologist either, but I know what a woman is.
yeah. It's I don't know. Strange times. I don't know.
It doesn't make
Let's
any
just
sense.
finish the clip.
All right.
Senator, in my work as a judge, what I do is I address disputes. If there's a dispute about a definition, people make arguments, and I look at the
All right.
law and I decide. So I'm not.
The fact that you can't give me a straight answer about something as fundamental as what a woman is underscores the dangers of the kind of progressive education that we are hearing about.
Dangers of progressive education.
Do you think that progressive education is not letting kids know like what women and men are, like how to define them or whatever?
Look, we've been trying to like, tiptoe around stuff here, but like we both know, like everybody kind of knows. Like I think like Ketanji Brown Jackson knows.
What do
like,
you mean?
Okay,
What are you talking about?
okay, let me explain. Please, everybody is like doing this like act, like it's an act. Like Ketanji Brown Jackson, I feel like on any given day, if somebody was like define a woman, she'd probably be like, you looking at her, or something like that. Like that would have been tough. It's just
yeah, that would.
It's just weird to me that we even in a place where Marsha has got to ask a question like that. And we even in a weirder place where somebody can't just be like, what a weird question, but also a woman is somebody that, carries babies, gives birth. Like that's what like, like I would have been like, Marsha, what are you? Like, what do you talk? Like, why are you asking me? Like you being weird, I don't know.
It's unfamiliar territory, and that's why I think at some point it would be very beneficial, at least for the sake of me and the show, to have
Like a real girl.
we got to get like a real human woman on here to really talk about what makes a woman, because apparently that's something that's in question and you can't really talk about it unless you're a biologist. And I'm just going to stick to that. I'm not a biologist, Steve, so I don't really know what else to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we are not biologists, and honestly, I don't even play football, so who am I to tell you what a first down is? Like, I mean,
I've never even gone to space. Like, I'm not an astronaut. I can't tell you that's the moon.
Yeah, motherfuckers looking at me like I'm Gordon Ramsay or something. Like, bro, I don't know if that stove is on or not.
Haters looking at me crazy because I'm driving around Miss Daisy, and in college I was lazy. You've been very defensive lately, but they were coming for my baby. Well, the podcast looking tasty, and we getting money lately. Psych. I just found my passion, man. What's happening? I've been going up. They've been throwing up once they see the numbers blowing up. I've been showing up like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You liar! Not the Burger King, but y'all a side plate. Looking at me sideways, y'all can hit the highway. Spotify and Apple hear me anywhere in the tri-state. I am like a fly plane, I will never die, man. They say I'm just rambling, but I'm just playing my strength. Ooh, Lord. Rapping to me so elementary, I'm going harder than sedimentary. I'm doing this cause it was meant to be. I'm not petty, but someone tempted me. Might clap back if someone send for me. I do this without $1 or $1 cent for me. I won't stop and I don't bend the knee.